Hello, it's John Heaton, and right now I'm going to do part 2 of the Bob Dylan Christian Trilogy. Last time, if you remember, I reviewed Slow Train Coming, and I didn't have the vinyl, and I couldn't find the vinyl when I went back to London, so I picked up another copy of it, and the wonderful back cover. So today I'm going to be doing part 2, which is the album Saved from 1980. And again, when this album came out, probably more so than its predecessor, it attracted a lot of negative reaction, because this album was more overtly about Christianity, not even any ambiguous words and songs which could be taken as general meanings. They were all directly about Christianity, and hence were basically more offensive to some people. I couldn't see why myself, because I enjoyed this album immensely, or a lot of it. I'll come to talk about which bits I prefer, but maybe it's fair to say that the female backing vocalists on this album are a little bit excessive, and they're not quite used so effectively as they were on Street Legal and on Slow Train. But I guess that fits the mood of the album. It's a gospel album, and it's performed very much in the gospel style. It starts off very strangely with a cover of A Satisfied Mind, and a very strange cover. He's kind of almost mumbling the words, and the female vocalists are almost as loud as he is. I don't much like it, to be honest. Do much prefer Lindsey Buckingham's cover of the same song on his Law and Order album from 1981. It's a strange start, and kind of endeared the fans to this album who already were approaching this album with trepidation. The title track is next, Saved, co-written by Bob and the bass player Tim Drummond. Again, not the strongest track. I don't know why he leads off the album with 2 of the weaker tracks. It's okay, it rocks along nicely, but it's as a song it's not much. Covenant Woman, this is the first great track on the album. Great ballad. I love it. Some of the Dylan books out there say that these songs were performed much more strongly on the tour prior to this album coming out. But I've only ever heard a bootleg of that tour, or not the tour that the person's talking about in particular when he first performed the Saved album. Difficult to comment because no official release of that has been made. So, but I think this version sounds good, and the whole album doesn't sound lackluster to me. I think it's pretty well played. What Can I Do For You comes next. Very nice ballad, very nice tune. Nice playing, and very nice harmonicas playing from Bob. And side 1 closes with Solid Rock, which is a great rocker, and you've got to play this one loud. And here the whole gospel female backing vocalists work very strongly, and the guitars rock, and I think it's Fred Tackett on guitar, and Jim Keltner's on drums, who we all know, of course, and then very strong. So basically side 1 starts off a little bit weakly, and then the last 3 tracks very strong closers to it. Side 2, well, this is where the album just steps into the stratosphere, because Pressing On is the best track on the album. Bob accompanied on the piano. I guess Barry Beckett is playing piano again like he did on When He Returns, and it's an amazing song. It's an amazing song, especially the verses. Yeah, I don't get tired of this one. Play this one loud as well. Nice one to play on the piano as well. In the Gardens next. Decent track, very decent track. He played this one live actually with Tom Petty on the '87 tour. He doesn't often play songs from this album live. I think he's played that one a few times, and he's played Saving Grace, the next track, a couple of times, but I don't think he's played many of the others other than when it was first released. Saving Grace, the next track, is probably my equal favourite on the album, along with Pressing On. It's a gorgeous ballad, gorgeous chord changes. I went to see Bob in Budapest in 2002. I was in the second row and I had a placard with Saving Grace written on it because I wanted him to sing it, but Bob didn't really make eye contact with the audience that night, so I never got a chance to show it, or I was too embarrassed. But it's a great track, great words as well. Are You Ready closes the album, a little bit repetitive as a song, nice musicianship, but not really a very strong closer. So the album opens rather weakly and closes a little weakly, but in between some great moments. Artwork by Tony Wright, as I think I mentioned in one of my other album cover reviews. Great picture, very fitting. That's the back cover. And then nice picture of Bob on the inner sleeve. It's all in red, and a drawing by Tony Wright, which actually became the front cover of the CD, because the original cover was deemed to be, I don't know, too offensive or something ridiculous. So this is on the Columbia red label. And then also got the sheet music with some nice pictures of the band on the 1980 tour. So this album, I guess, probably not quite as strong as Slow Train Coming. I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10, whereas I'd give Slow Train maybe a 9. But it's got its moments, folks, and I come back to it a lot, and I like it, and then sod the critics. This is a decent album from Bob. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like and comment, and see you for part 3.